Good morning, all my crafty friends. Nana K here with nanakdesigns.com and the Altered Book Nook on Etsy.com. What I have been doing the last several days and continually doing, it's been a continual process for a couple of weeks. We are revamping the shop. We are trying to downsize and use up a lot of the I'm not going to say trash, but it is a lot of my junk, a lot of my scrap pieces of, so let me pull my tags off, my stamps off here. We're trying to use up stuff like this. It's just laying all over the shop, and I've got like bucket after bucket after bucket of different card pieces and things that have just gotten tossed here and there as I've been working. So what you see on my desk is me taking these scraps, and I am trying to cut them down to some kind of form, although they won't be finished when we cut them down today. We're just cutting them down and trying to get them in stacks here and transfer to when I want to make tags and journal cards and little things to stick in our junk journals, because I am going to make more junk journals in 2024. I've been making a lot of designer journals, and for me, I call them designer journals. I call a designer journal, for me, is where I've taken a kit and I've completely made a journal. A junk journal is exactly what it infers. It's just taking junk that's laying around that we're not utilizing for any other purpose. We're going to put those in together and make junk journals. And then we're doing altered books, which leaves us on a lot of pages like this that we have to try to utilize and use up. So we're just going to do a short video today. Let you see me just taking things and turn them into journaling cards and tags and little matchbook journaling spots and things like that. So this is what I'm going to be doing. So bear with me. And in the background today is not my little grandson, is my precious husband. He is putting together more shelving, and when he gets all my shelving up, I will do a video on my cell phone camera and let you guys see what we have done to make my workspace. He's made it where it's, I'm not going to say U-shaped, it's really almost a square here. So he'll be coming in and out, so just ignore the sounds. Don't worry about the sounds in the background. Okay, what I've done is I've taken a strip like this, and I broke it down, and I am going to be, this one I'm trying to decide. I think I'm going to see this long enough. I don't believe it is. Don't worry about the sound, Gary. It's fine. They know you're in the background. Okay, so that one's really not long enough. So we're going to do the same thing with this. We're going to make a matchbook closure on this one. So, let me put this aside while I'm doing that. Get right on my table here. See that right there? Just a little flap. There's no specific measurement. The only thing you're after is so that this top piece, and this paper is very thin, so we are going to have to line it when we get ready to use it. Slide it right into like that. Kind of make sure it's equal, and do that. There you go. There's another one of your matchbook journaling spots. Give me just a second. All right, now, so that was that one. Now, let's take, I got a lot of strips like this, and you know what? I may make 2 small journaling cards out of this one. So what I'm going to do is I can do a couple small, not journaling cards, excuse me. I'm going to do a couple small tags out of this piece here, because I've just got several of them in the matchbook already. So let's open this up, put that right about there on the cutter, slice it in half. I got 2 pieces. I'm going to set my cutter aside again. Okay, now I have got a punch here that actually cuts out the top of my tags, and I am going to use it. It doesn't make it as large as I really want to, but by the time you put the eyelet in it and put ribbon on it, it's going to look fine. I wish I had something that's a little more decorative, but right now we are just after simply trying to get tags prepped to use later. Okay, so now here it is. It's just simply a piece of paper. It's flimsy. I will have to back it. Of course, I'm probably going to put my lined paper on it, and that's going to be a tag. We're not going to punch holes or anything like today. We're just doing general prep of scraps that I have laying around to try to use them up. Okay, so there's that. Now, here's another one that's already stitched. It's a piece of stitched. I was going to put it in another book or something. I can't remember, but anyway, I never utilized it after stitching it. So what we're going to do now is we're going to make a tag out of it. I'm going to put it on my board, and I think on this one, I'm going to turn it this way because I want this to be on my tag. I think I want this to be a 2.5-inch tag. Maybe not. I'm going to make this one a 3-inch tag. So I'm going to do a 3-inch tag. So I sliced this piece off. I'm going to lay this aside to make some kind of journaling spot out of. There is my tag bait that I'm going to use. Lord have mercy. You know, it's funny how you can just sit right here and lay something down right on your desk and it disappear. Okay, then we're going to go ahead and clip our tag topper. And then on this one, I am going to make a pocket. Yeah, I'm going to make this a pocket tag. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold a little bit of extra right here because there's a lot to work with here for this tag. I can shorten it a lot. This is going to give it strength. Then I'm going to fold it up a little to wherever I kind of like the size. And I'm going to make a pocket here. And now I'm not going to glue it or anything. I'm just folding it and putting it in my stack here so that later I can come back and put another piece of paper here, which we really could actually save some of these strips like this and put them on there and they'll blend. But for right now, we're not. We'll find something later when we actually get ready to use this. Okay, on this piece, I'm going to actually make it into a journaling clip out that I'll use on maybe the top of something, but it's just kind of a little trifold where you're going to put the lined paper inside of here for a journaling spot, and you'll open it, and maybe we'll put a tab or something here, okay? But for right now, this is going into our journaling spot pile right here. Just a little easy, simple spot to put in some of my actual junk journals. Okay, here's another one. I think I've already done a tag out of this same paper, but we're going to do it again. Or, no, even better than that. I haven't done any journaling cards yet, so I'm going to look at this, fold it in half, and see. That's a good size journaling card. So I'm going to pinch it right there so I know where I want to cut it. Put it on my handy dandy little cutter here, and we're going to cut it in half. And now I've got 2 journaling cards that I can use like in the middle on a double side, and you can turn it any way. I'm not going to round the corners or anything on this. We're just going to again set it in our pile. And this one I'm going to do a journaling card too, because I think I've already got a tag out of this. No, I don't. So we're going to make a tag and a journaling card. How's that sound? All right, let's say we want a long, slender, well, we could make this into a pocket. Yeah, let's think about making this, let's make this into a pocket. And that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to just make this into a pocket. So making a pocket is easy feeling. That's, you can be very creative with pockets. With this one, we're going to be very simple. Since it's already stitched, it's kind of got some decoration to it. We're going to go ahead and fold it in half like this to give it some strength. And then I'm going to take my corner rounder here, and I'm going to round the corners on all 4 sides. Okay. No, I'm not. I'm going to leave my bottom part undone. I'm not going to round the bottom part, just the top. And I'm using my largest rounder on this particular piece. And it's wanting to fold over, so I'm going to try to fold it back this way and slide it in and hopefully catch it right. No, it didn't. All right, but that's easy to remedy. I got a good old pair of scissors right here. The corner had gotten bent down in the bucket, so that's why it's not wanting to cut properly. Okay, so there's that. And then let's see if we can find our little inch punch here. I want to find the center, and the easiest way when I'm in a hurry and doing things is just a slight pinch right there on that top. Okay, or you can take, and once you, if you can't see it, and I can't see it really well, give me a little pencil mark there because I'm going to punch that out anyway. Reach over here and grab my circle punch and just go in just a little bit of depth, not real tight. Center it between these two marks here. And there's my thumb notch, and there's my pocket. I'm not going to glue it or anything right now. That's not what we're doing today. We're just cutting all these scraps down to a usable size. Okay, so there's a pocket. We might do several of those because you never have enough pocket. Well, this is identical, so let's go ahead and work on a tag for this one. I want to do a tag since I've got an extra piece here. And let's do a 3-inch tag. We want to do a really large tag with this one. Save my journaling spot paper right there. You know, you don't have to throw this stuff away. You can really utilize it and decide which side you want this on your tag. And I'm going to do it to the right today. Sometimes I do it to the left. Sometimes I do it to this one. I'm going to do it to the right. I'm going to punch this top corner with my, I want to punch there to make my tag. And then on this one, I'm not going to make a pocket. I want a long tag on this one. I'm going to keep this long, and then we'll do a long journaling spot on the back. So I'm going to go ahead and make myself a note in my mind by going ahead and round that corner. And that's telling me I'm not doing a pocket or anything on that. Now, that doesn't mean that when we get ready to actually use this tag and make it, that we can't put a pocket on it. But this is the base, so that goes in my tag spot. Now we're going to come to some pretty heavy paper. Let's put these over here. I keep wanting to put them in the wrong side of the bin, and then I can't find them when I want to utilize them. All right, this here is a pretty good size. It could make, let me look at it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we could cut this down to a 5x7. This cut can be cut down to a 5x7 and made to use as one of our bases for our, okay, if you're watching in my videos, let me clarify what I'm trying to say here. I'm being kind of silly. Let me clarify what I'm trying to say. When I do journals, junk journals, especially the ones that I have a lot of writing spots that I'm doing a lot of flips and flops, you need a sturdy base, and this is a really good, strong paper. So I'm going to go ahead and just cut this down to one of those base sizes, which is a 5x7. It's already right at 5, so I'm not going to change that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's already just a little over 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is right here. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to salvage part of this for one of those page, what I call a page base on my junk journals, not anything else, just my true junk journals. So that's a good page base. We're going to set that aside. We'll probably get a few more of these out of here, not sure, but that's because it's a heavy piece of cardstock. Then what I have left is a piece that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 square. And you know what? This is a good base for some of our larger journal cards that we need. So we're going to actually just go ahead and lay that over there in our journal card and do nothing else. Okay, here's some more just flimsy paper, so we got to decide what we want to do. I think I want to make something a little different, if I can think of something. I really like the polka dots. I think it'll be a pretty tag base. So again, we're just going to go in, and I'm going to make a tall 3-inch tag. Now, the reason I'm cutting a lot of these 3 inches, sometimes I cut them 2.5, but the reason I'm cutting most of these 3 inches is because common sense tells you if it's too big, you can always cut it down. But once you cut it, you can't make it longer without doing extenders on it. So that's why I'm cutting them a little long. Going ahead and cutting the corners out. And this one, I am actually going to make it into a pocket tag. I'm going to go ahead and fold up a small amount right here to give it strength where stuff is going to be being put in and out of it. That is the only purpose of this little extra fold right here, guys. I have no other purpose for that except that I'm just trying to add strength at the mouth of the pocket. Okay, and then put that there, and that still gives you, let's see, that still gives me a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, still gives me a 6-inch pocket, not bad. So this is going to be a pocket tag. So I'm just going to go ahead and work along. I'm going to quit talking so much. It's a beautiful rainy day. If you like rain, I do love rain. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and make another matchbook journal spot with this one. These are really easy to do. Like I said, you just make your little tab there, then you take the piece and put it in and just make sure it's going to slide into that. Make sure they're even on the edge. Press down. And that's another one that's just really simple. That's a pretty large one. This one here, I may cut and make a miniature what I'm trying to decide. No, not really long enough. A little shorter than I normally have, but we're gonna I don't have a specific size that I make the tuck spot. I just fold it up where it's comfortably easy to fold up. Then I just slide the other one in and press down. So there's another one. Right, nice journaling spots inside these little junk journals we're making. All right, this one I'm going to make a miniature. I think I'm going to make some mini tags. Because, you know, you always have really small spots that you need to make tags in. So we're going to fold that over and just cut a little trim. I could cut it in half, but it's easy just to trim off this edge. Up there, throw it away, split it in half. And then we're going to come in here and make a 2-inch tag. This way, 2 inches that way. So you got 2 tags there, and they're a little long, probably. Let me see, 2 by 1, 2, 3, 4, almost 5. I think I'm gonna do these 4, 2 by 4. Just cut off that little teeny piece, okay? And no, we're not gonna waste this piece. Right here in front of me on my desk, right here, I have a little drawer. I'm pulling out. It says stack shape. I'm going to throw this piece here into my stack shape box. So when I'm doing shape stacks on cards and things, I have them there. So let's grab our hutch here. Cut off our tag topper. I'm not going to do the bottom. I'm going to leave it square. This is what we're going to do here. This one I'm going to make into a matchbox here. Yeah, I'm going to do the matchbox again. I'm going to leave my cutter right here because I'm going to need it. I'm not going to throw it over there. My husband's gone out for a few minutes. That's why I got quiet. He's going to get us all. This one almost looks like a true matchbox. Look at that. Or a matchbook. I keep saying box. It's matchbook. Tuck. It's the matchbook tuck. There it is. That's a good one. All right, let's do 2 more tags. Let's see what a 1.5 inch tag looks like. Yeah, that would be a nice mini tag right there. We'll do a nice mini tag with a small pocket. So I just did that one at 1.5. It's a really little one. See that little thing? Okay, we're going to make it into a little pocket so I get the height I like. Yep, about there. So we're going to roll that over to give it some strength. Then we're going to pull it on up here and make a mini pocket, or mini tag. Lord, I'm going to get my words all scrambled today. Oh, that's okay. I know y'all understand. If you ever drew any of these videos, you'll figure out that it's not always easy when you're talking, especially when nobody's talking back. All right, so anyway, that's my little mini pocket there. And I think I'm just going to do this one as just a simple fold over journal spot. So same thing, just fold it over, and we're going to round the front edges of these corners. Now you could have made that also into a pocket, a small pocket, but this one's going to be a journaling spot right there. That's going to go in that pile. All right, we're picking up another pretty heavy, strong piece of paper, piece of cardstock. I gotta get it framed, guys. I've moved my camera, so I gotta get used to it again. This is pretty heavy. I'm not gonna do it. The size is already good for a journal card, so we're just gonna put that in our stack. This one, I can tell you, was used as basis for greeting cards because it's probably a 6x6. Let's take a look and see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, this is a 6x6. So I have all ideas back in 2017 and 18 when I was doing greeting cards that's what this was one of the bases that I used. But we're going to utilize it for something else. We're going to make a tag and a pocket, I think, out of this. This can be a background of a tag. It's double-sided, so this will work nice. I don't want a 3-inch. I think I want a 2.5-inch tag. Right there, 2.5-inch tag. And then I'm going to, again, fold it up. And I do like the tag pockets, guys. So, you see me doing this quite a bit. All right. I just got another idea what to do with the next one. Okay. All right. And then we're going to just cut this up. We got a pocket here. I think I want to round these corners out right here. A tiny round. Use that really tiny round and just kind of round that out on that fold right there. Round it out. There's my tag. Let's get the copper done. Okay, so there's a tag. Yeah, it's pretty bright. It's really bright. I'm sure it made a really pretty card, but that is really bright. Let me put it back in there and just make sure it's cut correctly. Okay, there's a tag. This one, I'm going to just make simply a pocket with it. The same thing. I really don't even have to fold this over. We could split it in half. I'm trying to think. I really don't want to, you know what, I'm going to make a couple of long, skinny tags. I'm forever needing long, small tags. I'm going to make this one 1.5 inch here. That's going to be a 1.5 inch tag for a long, skinny pocket. This one's how many inches? What does this turn out to be? A 2.5? So we're going to leave it at that. It doesn't look straight though, so I'm going to eyeball this, guys. This is how I do it. Yep, you see that edge is not straight. I'm going to straighten it out, toss this little strip. We will not need it. The idea of what we're doing is to get rid of scraps, not keep salvaging stuff. And I'm going to tell you something else you can do with these pieces like this. If you got a piece like this left over, you really don't know what to do with it. So before we go there, let's do this. Let's get this tag made. That's too big. Let's do it this way. I might be able to get it on the medium size corner. Okay, there we go. All right, this is going to be a long, skinny tag. I know it looks strange, but I do have use for long, skinny tags a lot of times. I'm going to go ahead and cut the bottom. There you go. That's a tag, believe it or not. All right. I tell you what, another thing I can do, because stacking, chase stacks are getting real popular. Right over here to my left, I got a bunch of my, I started to say I got a bunch of my shake pumpkins, but I don't. They're behind me. Just bear with me. Let me move the stress stuff aside. We have a lot of our, excuse the noise, a lot of my punches. Since I'm doing a drawer of shape punches, you can take a lot of these and utilize them by going ahead and making shape punches. I'm going to stick them in my drawer. I might go ahead and just do 2 of this one. Might can get another couple of something out of it, hopefully. So there's 2 shapes out of it there. And it's almost Valentine's Day, so let's just try to clip out a heart shape. We might use it in a pretty color. Okay, so there's me a heart shape going in my little shape box up there. And I've got just a tiny bit of spot left. And I don't really see anything little. I really don't know where my tiny punches. Let me see what these are. Bear with me, guys. Okay, there. That's a couple little flower punches. So I'm going to utilize them while I got them here, and I'm going to just go ahead and pop these out. Whoops. Throw them in my little box there. Okay. Settle that size. On this one, I got a little daisy looking one. I don't know that it's really a daisy, but kind of shaped. That's a tough one. A little harder to punch. Wish I had a tiny circle. You can always use tiny circles or tiny ovals. But those are going to go into my shape box. And then there's going to be another video at some point in time where you guys get to see me taking the shapes and actually making some hidden paper clips and stacked ephemera that we're going to put in the books to just to kind of decorate them up. So I'm going to lay these off to the side because we may find some more in this series that we want to do. All right, I got a bunch more of the same color. I don't want to overwhelm this. I'm going to save these for backings for journals since they're already 6x6. I can cut them down later, but I'm always needing very large journal cards, and especially my altered books. This piece here, I cannot tell you that I have any real purpose. I'll probably save it because of that background. So I'm going to do things like this so that we can make closures with them. You know, we take the round closures and we glue them together to make them strong, look little button-looking things, and wrap our string around to do closure. So that's what I'm going to do with this one. Just go ahead and make the circles out of these. And I'm going to actually do a couple of these flowers so we can utilize all this extra space here. No waste. That's what I'm trying to do. Even though I'm trying to downsize, I do not want to waste the opportunity to make stuff. I don't want waste. Times are getting hard out here, and it's getting really hard for me to even buy supplies, which I don't need any. I've told you guys I've got a 12 by 55 mobile home sitting right here behind where I'm sitting at. I'm sitting in a 12 by 65. I've got a 12 by 55 sitting behind me that is full of papers and napkins and old journals or Reader's Digest books, coloring books. I used to collect coloring books. I've got over 1,000 coloring books. I got them all the way to 1935 coloring books. I love my coloring books, but I'm going to start utilizing them. I'm going to start tearing the pages out of them, I think. I say that right now, I think, and start using them in my scrapbooking. So you may get a vintage coloring page in some of my books if you decide to purchase any of my books that are done. But anyway, what I'm saying is I shouldn't have to buy any supplies. The only thing only thing that I am contemplating having to buy in 2024, and I'm not even going to buy the latest gadgets. I thought about buying a laser printer and some other things like that. I'm not even going to that extent. I'm going to utilize what I got. And I'm going to use up the craft stuff in that back room. I just got so much. And I collected the old recipe cards. And if you look into my YouTube channel, you'll find a video where I use old recipe cards to make journal cards. That's there. But not only did I collect the journal cards, I collected lots and lots and lots of games like that had cards to it. Like I've got the Monopoly cards, you know, the ones that's got little strips at the top that tells you what house or piece of land you're buying. And I've got oh Lord, I can't think of the name of them. I'm trying to look in here and see if I see one of them. But anyway, it's the cards you hold, and you give people a clue. Trivia cards. Trivia. I got Got thousands of those. And then, of course, I've got that whole trailer stock full of all the greeting cards that if you watched, you saw me breaking down the greeting cards into journal signatures to make little mini journals. So I'm going to use up what I got, guys. So that's why you're seeing me do this today. All right, this is a pretty light pink. It's a very heavy card stock, but it's too small for anything other than using for a backing on a journal card, so we're going to salvage that. Here's another one. I don't think if it's not 7 inches, I can't cut it down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it is 7. So we're going to cut this down 7 by 5 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so we're going to cut this down 7 by 5 to make a base. So it's going to cut right there. So we are going to make another base for one of our pages in one of our junk journals. So there it is as a base, set it aside. Then we've got a piece here. We're going to take it, and I am going to make it into a matchbook tuck. I think. I don't want it to be crooked. I don't think it is. It's pretty heavy cardstock, so this is going to, another thing too. I'm changing my mind right here. I'm actually going to, even though it's still going to be the same tuck, I am actually going to take my scoreboard and do this. Okay, just forgive me, guys. I'm going to take this. There's one line, and I'm going to score another 1/4 inch here. And make another fold. Okay, there's one fold. There's the other fold. Just a little bit of a difference here. Okay, so there's one fold, and I'm going to fold it again right there. And what I'm going to do with this is I am going to utilize this to put a series. I don't have any loose papers, but we might find some in a minute. To make a little booklet. That's what we're going to do with this one. We're going to make a little booklet that goes up like this. No, we're just going to leave it long. So this is going to make a booklet. You see the excess there? We will actually go in and get some plain paper or some of my line paper and fold it and make several little pages, and this will be the base for the booklet. So that's another thing you can do with your scraps. Prep them to make little small booklets. All right, I got another piece of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, exactly 7. So let's do a 7 by 5 again. This gives me another base. It's a good heavy card. I don't know. These have to be all the way from 2017 when I was doing greeting cards. 2017, 2018. Matter of fact, I really got to leave you guys soon. It's been 32 minutes. You've been seeing what I've been doing. You're getting an idea of what I'm doing. I'm putting the space aside. Again, I'm going to make this for a booklet form. Might as well go ahead and make several of these because I'm going to make this one even a little deeper this way. All right, one more. Oh, my husband's getting ready to come back in. So, guys, I am going to end this video. I'm going to keep working on this, and we'll come back later and show you what I've done. But for now, this is Nana Kay. I'm going to sign off and say thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Please like and subscribe. Help my channel grow. I'm kind of moving along slow because I am not steadily making videos like I was for a while. But I appreciate all of you who come in and watch. I'm going to continue. So for right now, this is Nana Kay saying bye-bye, and I'll see you again on the next video. Have a blessed day.